Loveland family to talk about the energies for the week ahead. Get a little bit of ASMR healing, a little bit of angelic Reiki coming from our Reiki crystal. Whatever speaks to you, feel free to receive it. The angelic Reiki is going to go wherever it's most needed for your highest and greatest good. As I wrap us all in love light and light love, inviting in the guides who overlight this channel, as well as your own spirit guides as you listen to this, helping you to unpack the metaphors and the meanings of what you see within and around the cards, because everything on the tarot board has meaning and purpose. So let's get into this week ahead by taking a deep breath together. One of my favorite tarot channels is Charmed Intuition Tarot, and I love some of the best parts of the reading are just when we take the deep breath at the very beginning of the reading. So this week is a very full week. This is the week of March the 6th through the 13th is when we'll do this reading. There's a lot going on with the Virgo full moon on Tuesday, depending on when you're watching this. There's Holly, which is a very festive, bright, colorful Indian holiday coming up this week. And there's just a lot of, as the moon is kind of the moon is kind of in its waning gibbous phase after the full moon. There's going to be a lot of passionate, fiery energy and energy waves coming through to support you on moving ahead on anything that came into your awareness as a result of this full moon. So we're going to start out with the first deck, which is Spring Fling. So this is my newest deck for spring. If you're in the Northern Hemisphere, this is a 91 card deck. We're then going to move into the Loveland Spring Pack. This is also my deck. If you like any of these decks, links for anything I talk about are always in the show notes, the description of the video, and then we're going to use my hand-drawn deck Labyrinth of Dragonshire as clarifiers, and I may be guided to pull in other things here. The goal for this is just to give you kind of a quick weekly update, not to spend mountains of time, but let's just see what the cards have to say for this week ahead. So the energies of the week, please. We've got one card. Oh, this came out earlier today. Your shadow is showing. So with this is kind of the overarching energies of the week. Your shadow is showing. And I think with this, this full moon to me feels very powerful in bringing up things that are not new to you. They're like priorities and goals that you've set for yourself for quite some time now. And you've been taking like this long winding path of like implementing around them, taking action, getting things accomplished. And the energy of this week is supporting you to get those things going, get the ball rolling, get the things done. But at the same time, there could be fears, old wounds, things coming up from the past to try to steer you again down another windy path. And the time is now to kind of clear those shadow wounds, so to speak. So we're going to bring in angelic Reiki and the crystal Reiki from this cracked quartz crystal to help you disperse and dispel and transmute any of those energies that are keeping you from moving forward. Now, if you want a deeper dive with some dragon Reiki and some crystal Reiki, we did a kind of deeper dive into these energies on my TLC for the Soul channel. All my channels and things are linked in the show notes. There's also the featured channels on this channel. But if you want to take a deeper dive into the healing, then you can check out that video, which was posted yesterday on the channel. So we've got your shadow is showing. So what does that mean? Oh, and already this card just flopped off the top of the deck. This is fire, desire, passion, burn, sacral, no pain, no gain. So again, the angels are saying that there's fire energy here to support you. You can use the For me, when I need help getting things done, I always turn to the dragons, angels as well, but dragons really come in and help get physical 3D stuff kind of going and moving. Not that the angels don't, but their energy is coming from a different vibration. And sometimes it's more you kind of seeing things in the etheric, but the impetus and the fire and the physical action, the dragons are very big helpers there. So we've got fire energy coming in to support you this week. Let's see around, let's see what else we've got going on. Strength. It's not ideal for you to stop when you are so far ahead right now, the angel said to Melanie. Gather your strength and keep moving forward. So this is also like, just keep going. Don't give up. Don't get overwhelmed if fears start coming up. Fear of success, fear of failure, like we're constantly transmuting those. You might want to make yourself a little crystal grid. So I made myself a little crystal grid this morning of please help me with any self-sabotaging actions or behaviors that are keeping me from moving forward on my goals and dreams. So you may want to do something like that for yourself. Let's see what else we've got. So I'm going to draw from Spring Fling again. Any other advice for friends this week? One, you are the one. So this particular deck, Spring Fling, is a interesting kind of intuitive tarot deck. We can play with that in another reading. But the number cards are separate from the suits. So it's only tarot if they come out together. So in this case, this is one angel number 1, and you are the one. So for example, like your guides have got your back in whatever you're working on. If you ask them for support, they're going to come forward and they're going to support you. If you need help getting things done, if you need time, if you need like your schedule to possibly be rearranged, call in Archangel Michael, call in Archangel Metatron. They're the ones that are going to help you. Archangel Nathaniel to help you remove any blocks or obstacles. We work with Lord Ganesh here on the channel. So those are the guides that can help you get things done. The fire dragons. So it's all about moving forward, but at the same time, staying balanced. So we don't want to just keep doing action, 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 giving without taking some time to receive. So in these waves of riding the waves of energetic breakthroughs coming through this week, you have to have some spiritual self-mastery in the sense that you'd be like, okay, I've done a lot towards this goal, but I need to balance that out with giving back something to myself, allowing, some downtime so that I can recharge my batteries, going outside, getting into nature, balance out all the doing with some being energy and some quietness and some time to yourself. So this week is all about balancing, transmuting the shadow energies, knowing that your guides are behind you 100%. We've already had so many guides come out right now during this short reading to talk about how they can help you move forward. Every day this week, I don't want to say every day, but most days this week, we're going to be posting shorts on this channel with more guidance and support to help you keep going on your journey. So continue to connect in with your own inner guidance, your spirit guides, what you need to do to get things going. Keep listening to your inner knowingness. And also know when it's time to slow down and take a break. So we're going to finish up with a card from Happy Cloud. This is also my deck. All my decks are available exclusively through the Game Crafter. If you're interested in taking a look at any of those, that's entirely up to you. But again, those links are there. Oh, we've got quite a few from Happy Cloud. So let's see what we've got. The first one we've got is Island Time. You need to slow down. So with this, like, Rome was not built in a day, right? So don't expect that, your YouTube channel is going to get 1,000 subscribers overnight or something. Like, pace yourself. you're supposed to be enjoying this journey, enjoying this ride, whatever it is. I just said YouTube channel because here we are working on a YouTube channel, but it could be anything. Like, don't expect like instant results. Take your time, enjoy what you're doing. Because if you don't enjoy what you're doing, then you should probably be at that point reassessing your priorities. Why are you doing something if you don't like it and you don't enjoy it? Do you not enjoy it because like you're just rushing through it? It's fun, but you're just kind of rushing through it because it's a task to get completed. Well, if that's the case, let's just take a step back, slow down a little bit, smell the roses along the way, enjoy the process of creation and creativity and passion or whatever it is that you're doing. And let's just, allow things to happen in divine timing. So the second card we got was safety. You need to tighten those boundaries. I think that's kind of the same thing, like in two ways. So boundaries around, if you're setting a goal for yourself, then take the time to try to do what you can to work on it, not letting other things get in the way of what you want to do. If something comes up, so if you're trying to work on something that's a priority for you and someone else comes in and tries to kind of pull you off course a little bit, it may not even, it just could be random, like, wants to sit down and chat or wants to watch something with you or wants to hang out or a phone call comes in or a text message. Like, put some boundaries around the blocks of time where you are doing things so that you can get them done without interruption. And I do feel like interruptions are going to pop in or pop up as spiritual tests of your commitment to what it is that you're working on. So make sure you do that, but also make sure you, again, the boundaries coming up around how much time you're actually spending on these activities, because there's a lot of fiery energy coming up to support your creativity, to support your goals, to support you moving forward. But if you're so caught up in that, like, you could just be writing that, you could just be working all day long. So there's different types of boundaries you want to kind of remind yourself to keep in place and kind of know when it's time to stop, slow down, go back and take care of yourself, give yourself some downtime. And the final card for the week is Heart. Love is the answer. And I think that just goes back to that, which every card deck I have, there's always kind of like the very last card I do is always about love being the answer, love conquering all type of card. And it's the same thing here. It's like, if you're not loving what you're doing, then there's no reason to keep doing it. And that can go with anything. That can go with relationships. That can go with your career. Now, you want to take measured, guided action steps to do certain things. Just because you don't love your job doesn't, well, it might mean some people do go out and like quit their job right away. But maybe let's make sure we have some backup plans in place so we're not, caught off guard, maybe with our finances, or let's like make sure that there's a support system in place for anything that you don't like anymore, things that you want to change, that you are clearly thinking through, like you're taking time to sit down with the guidance that you're getting, understanding, having patience with the process. Again, they're going back to like Rome wasn't built in a day. If there's things you want to change, the best way to change them is to take slow, measured, peaceful action steps, not ungrounded, fearful, hasty, impulsive steps. And I feel that energy again, kind of like that this week, that there are some energies coming in that are very fast moving and could kind of make you be a little bit impulsive. And even if it is things you love, like last night I was scrolling for the longest time looking at new tarot decks, and I was like really feeling like this impetus, like I want to get a new deck, And I'm like, oh, I'm happy with the decks I have. I have total gratitude for all the decks I already have, all the decks I've made. Do I really need a new deck right now? And it's kind of like, but I want one. So I made myself a deal. I was like, stop, don't order anything right away. Because sometimes I get like that, buyer's remorse. So don't do anything immediately. I just saw 144. So that's a call, bringers of the light, call to action. We call it bringers of the light worker call to action. Don't do anything rash or impulsive. Just take your time. And so I made myself a deal. I'm like, okay, if you do a month's worth of weekly stuff on this channel, like to do some things every week on this, on the Loveland channel, because I've been neglecting a little bit. Then at the end of the month, treat yourself by getting yourself that deck that you want. So let's, like, again, go back to the self-mastery, the kind of parenting yourself a little bit, like have fun with your inner child. But there also comes a time with the boundaries, with the safety card, where you kind of have to parent that child a little bit and be like, okay, you can't, let's just take a step back and not be impulsive. So that's a lot of messages, a lot to unpack for what's happening this week. You may want to listen to this a couple of times, maybe even take some notes. And I think we'll continue to help reinforce and support you throughout the week as we, pull a few cards to the shorts. But let's just take another moment here to check in with the angelic Reiki that's been delivered and ask the guides. Okay, they're saying they are complete with sending any Reiki that you might need to support you. So allow all of that juicy goodness to kind of get in and around your auric field, any healing, transmutation of lower energies to take place over the next 24 to 48 hours. And then stay open to signs, synchronicities, serendipities that are showing you how to best move forward while keeping your own energy in balance. So that is what we have to share with you today. I hope you have a beautiful week.
Got to go to Loveland. Take my hand. Let me lead you to Loveland.